This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
And this is going to be very sexy, regardless if this is Denny's or Animal. This is the sound of gorillas about to mate.
Oh, my. Right. So prepare for some sexiness here.
Wow. Oof. Okay. All right. What do you think? Is this Denny's or Animal here, Marie? Wow. He is ready for it, isn't he?
You can hear the grass moving.
Oh, yeah. He's kind of digging out a nice little spot for him. And
well, I think he's
about go time.
He was inspired because he saw those squirrels making love on my fence over the weekend. I think he might have been inspired.
A lot of mating going on this time of year for some reason. What do you think, Marie? Is that Denny's or Animal?
I'm going to say Denny's.
Okay. Sounds like you got a little question in your voice there, Marie. Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. You are correct. Very nice. That is a clean sweep. That is Denny's right there. This is actually Denny's about to mate. That's the other. Yeah. There you go.
Poor Jen.
Yeah.
I know Denny's had a couple drinks on Saturday. That's what he sounded like.
He came in ready to go.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, called Suck Spaz, and they love to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, hello and good morning. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday to you.
What is going on, Virginia?
It's hump day.
Oh, yes, it is.
Let's hump around.
Getting crazy with all the activities going to be going on. If you're doing Super Bowl stuff, I'll give you a little rundown of that. No, also, too, Hamilton opened up last night, the Kravis Center.
Yeah, my girlfriend was telling me yesterday that she had some tickets and she was going to get some Little Smiles kids in today. My girlfriend, Vanessa, who is so good to Little Smiles. So thank you, Vanessa.
That's cool.
So nice.
So we'll get to all that fun stuff, get you caught up on what's happening in the world today. Got to get caught up on what's happening to the bird. Just see a no-show today?
I don't know. Where's the bird? Denny's?
Is he making it a beach day today?
You're in charge of watching him.
Yeah.
Where'd you leave him?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard from him at all today.
Okay, another one of the bird mysteries. Let me see.
We got to put out a code Adam or an Amber Alert or
I think
something.
so, yeah.
Ugh.
I could run over there after I finish my stuff, see what's going on.
Okay, all right.
Let me text him. Kevin is very mad at you, and he just cursed and hit Denny's.
Oh, yeah.
Send.
That's crazy. Poor Denny's always takes the brunt of it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I shot a text that. We'll see. I haven't heard anything back, though, yet.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Is your bird? Did the stalker finally get him?
It's possible.
Oh, that's scary.
Well, we talked about this week. You're not really officially late until you're 6 minutes late, so he has 30 seconds. And then he's officially late to the show. So we'll see. Will the bird make it? We'll find out.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in just a second, of course, as each day passes, more details coming in about the Kobe Bryant stuff and the helicopter and, yeah, what's the NTSB saying? What's the FAA saying? Of course, everybody's got some comments now about things that they could have done to prevent this, and I think that's what we have to take from this, so that they did not die in vain. Hopefully, we can make sure that the new regulations that are suggested that probably would have saved their lives are respected. We'll get into those coming up in just a second. Before we do that, it looks like Post Malone is going to be coming out with a new album in 2020. He's going to be busy. He and Travis Scott and A$AP Rocky are planning to headline the Rolling Loud Festival as well. That will be happening in Miami. Other acts on top of Post Malone, A$AP Rocky, Travis Scott will include 21 Savage, Young Thugs, Lil Pump. Kevin loves Lil Pump. Big Sean, and more. That will take place coming up in May, and those tickets go on sale this Friday. In other news, it looks like T.I. has apologized to his daughters in the wake of Kobe Bryant's death. He took to Instagram to say, "I love you girls more than my vocabulary will allow me to express. I'm so proud of you. Please forgive me for any and all imperfections that have caused misunderstandings between us." And he shared a picture of himself with his daughters and just said that all this has made him
there's
realize.
been a lot of reconciliation. It's terrible it takes tragedies like this to remind us of
You're right.
a good way to live life day to day.
It does give you perspective and realize life is so fleeting.
Sure, yeah.
You need to squash those beef with your daughters and your family.
That's why just with the affairs that you leave everything with the people that you care about. You just got to remember every time you walk away, it could be the last. So keep that in mind.
Talking about the helicopter that crashed with Kobe and 8 others on board, the NTSB revealed that the helicopter did not have terrain avoidance warning systems, nor was it outfitted with a flight data recorder. The NTSB says it's previously made 2 safety recommendations saying, look, helicopters that have 6 or more people should have this stuff on it. But the FAA did not take the recommendations and require that of the helicopters. Officials have determined that the helicopter almost cleared that mountain. So the pilot of the helicopter, who himself was a trainer, had 20 years of experience, he crashed the helicopter just 20 to 30 feet from the top of the hill. He had almost cleared it. Had he had the terrain avoidance warning systems on that helicopter, it would have told him that he still had another 30 feet to clear the top of that hill. It's just heartbreaking when you hear that, he missed it by 20 to 30 feet.
I wonder how standard those things are in helicopters, because you would think that Kobe's helicopter would have the best of the best in it.
Well, you would think that somebody would tell him, I mean,
Sure.
Even if the FAA wasn't requiring it, but that it was going to make it safer for you and your 13-year-old daughter, you kind of know Kobe would have put that stuff on his helicopter.
Well, and like I told you, fog in that area like that is not new. It's you just never know. It's a day-to-day thing that you can see. So you just don't even know. And it does, to be fair to the pilot, it can be where it's clear in one area and you get to another area and it just,
It's like milk.
Yeah, that was a great analogy on how somebody put it. In fact, one of our KVJ Nationers yesterday who lives in Southern California, showing it up right now on KVJ TV, she took that photo driving yesterday.
Wow.
To give you an idea, you talk about the milk analogy, it looks like somebody poured milk all over her windshield as she's trying to drive, and she said, I had to pull over in that instance.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because you can't see. There's no visibility. It's 20 feet.
Man. And that is what's going on in your Dirt of the Day, brought to you by the Brew Bowl, happening this Saturday. Kevin's going to be out there. It's beer sampling. It's the official sanctioned Super Bowl
Yes, it is.
Beer Fest of the Palm Beaches, and he's going to have all kinds of fun sampling of hundreds of beers for you. The Vince Lombardi Trophy is going to be out there along with some players, and so it's going to be a fun time. If you love beer and you love football, it's the perfect pairing.
Yeah, we got Raekwon McMillan and Charles Harris, both Dolphins linebackers. They're going to be there, and they're also doing the special sale right now, $30 tickets with the promo code BEER30. That's BEER30. Just take it to fitteamballpark.com.
But do it quick because it's a limited time offer.
It's time for viral audio.
So hide your kids, hide your wife.
Double rainbow all the way across the sky.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Well, talking about those reconciliations, and when somebody passes, you realize that maybe I should have handled things differently with them. Shaq was the Staples Center and other places honoring his former teammate and talking about how he's doing after the passing of Kobe Bryant.
I'm not doing well. I'm sick. I'm just getting over the death of my sister. I haven't eaten. I haven't slept. And I know some idiot's going to bring up the relationship with me and Kobe had. All the stuff that is documented between us, it was never a dislike. It's just, listen, this is what brothers do. I have a younger brother. We fight all the time. But guess what? I love him. And I love Kobe Bryant. I'm the first to say, hey, I got 4 rings, and I know I couldn't have got 3 without him. We still are the best duo ever created. That's not going to change, but I wish at 60 and 70 in the old folks' home or on the show, we could talk about it. For me, this is going to hurt a long time.
He also talked about how long it had been since he talked to Kobe Bryant.
The fact that we're not going to be able to joke at his Hall of Fame ceremony. We're not going to be able to say, hi, I got 5, you got 4. The fact that we're not going to be able to say, if we would stay together, we could have got 10. Those are the things that you can't get back. And with the loss of my father, my sister, and my thing, that's the only thing I wish I could just say something to him again. Last time I talked to him was when we were here and I asked him to get 50 and he got 60. It's the last time I spoke to him. And I just wish I could have, it definitely changes me. I have to take time and just call and say, I love you. I'm going to try to do a better job of just reaching out and just talking to the people rather than always procrastinating, because you never know.
Yeah, lessons from Shaq. He hadn't talked to Kobe since 2016. Oh. So it had been a while. Magic Johnson talked and told a fun little story about what it was like playing one-on-one against Kobe Bryant. Magic Johnson, one of the original Laker greats.
One time played one-on-one, and he got so mad at me because I called foul on every play.
Can I tell you something? He said that here on our show. We have a clip called Every Single Foul, even the ones that weren't good. Is that an accurate account of what happened?
Of course. I was older. He was in his prime killing me. So I was like, I got to cheat. I got to do something.
It was like you were on the Houston Astros almost.
Oh, boy. There you go.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, we got Bird here in the studio now. So find out. I know you got a lot on your mind here today, Jay Bird, to talk about.
Yeah, you can skip me. I just walked in. I'm not at all prepared.
Yeah.
I know I'm bad at my job normally. It's gonna be real bad today. I got nothing today.
Aw.
All right.
You don't want to give us an update on where you were and all that?
Oh, yeah, I guess I can. Yeah. So last night,
everybody's worried.
Chewy just had a really bad night, and I ended up going to the emergency room with him. So he wasn't able to. He was making these really weird yelps, and he couldn't put any pressure on. He was falling over.
Aww.
He wasn't eating any snacks. So I knew something was wrong. He was panting, doing all the things that when your dog's something's wrong. So I ended up taking him to the emergency room. They had to put him on a gurney. So he's there now getting observed. They're doing a bunch of tests on him and all that stuff. I felt so stupid because I went in there sobbing. I mean, crying, and I felt so kind of stupid.
You're not the only one. I bet a lot of people go in there crying with their pet.
Oh yeah,
I get it.
Absolutely.
But you feel dumb because after they come in like, oh, he's not gonna die, so you can calm down a little bit. You feel like you're overreacting on something. But I honestly, I swear on everything, I thought I was losing him last night. I legit thought that was curtains for Chewy.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a tough night. So I'm waiting to hear back from the veterinarian. She called me. A lot of his tests are already good, but she has to explain some other stuff with them about him. So I'll give you all an update when I know exactly what's wrong with him.
But he's still there now, and they're watching him to make sure he's good.
Yeah, he has to do X-rays. They're checking. I think they got to check his brain out. They got to check out. But he's just older, and he's got special needs, so that's why I'm always freaked out if something goes wrong. But he was legit messed up last night. So it was just one of those nights where it was just long and kind of grueling.
Yeah.
So
okay.
May not be a lovable bird today.
Oh, you're lovable. Come on now. Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
So let's see. We're going to be 47 this year, right, Kevin?
I lost track, Virginia, after 30.
That's a good move.
It's 47.
Okay.
They say when you turn 40, so anywhere around 40 to 45, your eyes start to change again.
Yeah.
So even if, like you did like me, like I did LASIK like 15 years ago, and it worked great. It gave me like crystal clear vision. I even had better than perfect vision. But now, after you turn 40, all bets are off. Your eyes are going to change again sometime between 40 and 50.
Mm-hmm.
And so the eye doctor told me, don't get readers. Do not do it because
Really?
the quicker you get readers, the quicker your eyes become dependent on them, and your eyes actually get lazier faster. So if you fight it and you don't get readers and you really try to make your eyes work hard, they'll work longer, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But yesterday, I like to do this thing when I'm at a red light because I'm a big multitasker. I can't just sit at a red light and do nothing. I keep tweezers in the car, and at red lights, I'll tweeze like little random hairs on my eyebrows and around my face.
Oh, we all do.
But now with my eyes kind of going a little bit, I tweezed a chunk of skin and I hurt myself so bad. I was bleeding from the face yesterday and had to go into a meeting. Now I have a giant eye scab. I'm like, I might need these damn readers.
I can't tell you how many meetings I've gone into bloody. I mean, so many. Don't feel bad.
It doesn't make me feel better.
And we're talking over a dozen.
Well, when you arrive at a meeting bloody, I mean, you're already setting a tone. Be like, okay.
I mean, there's blood coming from my face, and the people are like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I just tweezed myself. And they're like, okay.
All right.
Awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, the eyes are going, Kev.
I've done that where I've been like trying to shave, like if I get a little hair under my ear, I'm trying to shave it with one of those big razors, and I'll just nick it, and you would have thought I left a murder scene.
Oh my god!
So much blood, but it doesn't even hurt. It nicks the skin.
Weird parts of your body bleed a lot.
Ear bleeds,
yeah,
like
does.
a son of a gun.
Ears, yeah, they bleed. We found top of the head.
Top of the head. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Rocco was bleeding like a maniac.
Yeah.
You too, Kev. When Kevin got
Well, I did
hit
the
top of
handstand and I crashed down on the little knob from my ball cap.
Yep.
Split my head open. It wasn't even bad. It was a little cut. But
That's the same with Rocco. It was so much blood.
Oh my gosh! It looked like I needed 911.
Well, you look like you were in a hardcore wrestling match.
It did, yeah. Well, I think that also lets you know, too, if you ever used to watch those hardcore wrestling matches and they would take those razor blades and just make a little cut, like on their forehead, why it would look like so much blood was coming out.
If you see those guys now in interviews in their 60s and 70s, they've got all of these kind of scars all over there from doing that
It's good
stunt.
luck, yeah.
It's not. It's actually kind of heartbreaking.
It is tough. Old wrestlers, it's a tough way.
Old
They got
wrestlers
scars.
make me sad.
Oh, it's such a sad tale.
They're a weird shade of pink. It's just real.
There's so much sadness.
They're muscly fat, but more fat than muscly. It's tough. It's real tough. What I got on my mind here today, you ever get on a different kind of food kick? I always get on random food kicks. It seems like almost every other week I'm on something different. A couple weeks ago I was on chicken wings when I was doing keto. So I was going crazy finding all these great chicken wings.
Oh, chicken wings are so yummy.
And then I wanted to try out the plant-based stuff. So I've kind of been doing that. So now my new kick is cauliflower. And it sounds disgusting. And a lot of times when I think of cauliflower, I'm thinking the raw stuff. And I was just okay on cauliflower. But lately, there's a couple places that they are doing cauliflower a whole different way. You don't even know you're eating cauliflower.
I know.
It is so amazing. They have a cauliflower dish, like a buffalo cauliflower something or other at Drive Shack. And then I was at Sweetwater in Boynton last night, and they've got these little cauliflower bites. And I got them, and oh man, they are so good. It comes with this dipping sauce with it.
Somebody else does them really good. I was shocked. They were little bites. It might be Chili's, maybe.
I don't know, but I'm starting to see, and maybe it's just I'm doing the plant-based thing, but I'm seeing a lot of these places popping up with great cauliflower like that. And I'm like, so now my new kick is finding this cauliflower stuff. Who else has got it?
I trick my kids all the time with cauliflower rice. And they think it's real rice, but it's not. It's actually cauliflower, and I can eat it on the quick weight loss, but they can still think it's rice and love it too. So cauliflower also, they make like a cauliflower soup base that you can add to any kind of chicken breast or any kind of shrimp dish, and it really makes it lovely.
But I do notice there's a texture game involved. If the cauliflower is too hard on those bites,
You're
it
right.
grosses me out.
Absolutely. They're not. When they're done right, both these places that I just named have done it right. It is, you wouldn't even, if you popped it in your mouth, you'd be like, what is it? You'd be like, I have no idea what that is. You wouldn't know it's cauliflower.
If you're dipping in the butt, if they give you a ranch, it does kind of taste like that just shows you how much of the sauce really is the star.
It is. Sauce makes a big difference.
They're making cauliflower pizza crust.
Yeah, I've had that.
It's all over the pizza section.
I've had that,
It's not as good as regular crust.
Of course not. I mean, you're talking about dough versus cauliflower. It's not a competition, but if you're trying to
it's not bad.
Be healthier.
I was shocked about how good those cauliflower balls were.
It's stunning, yeah. So if you've got a place that's doing it right like that, and it's usually the buffalo kind of, or they've got, and they're like flash fried kind of thing. But
anything buffalo has that spicy and
it.
that blue cheese.
I love it.
Oh,
yeah. I know.
You could put buffalo on cardboard, and I would eat it.
Yeah. So let me know while I'm on the plant-based cauliflower kick.
Prove it.
Sounds like we do have a good challenge.
That does sound like a bit.
Yeah. Coming up here in just a second, do you not feel like going to school or work today? I have got your full-blown excuse to get out of either coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
I guess maybe this would be your excuse if you want to play hooky from school or work today. Everybody's kind of talking about and freaked out about the coronavirus, but nobody really knows what it is. And a lot of people still thinking it's caused by beer, which it's not. But apparently at the Benjamin School in Palm Beach Gardens, there's 30 students and 3 teachers that got exposed to the coronavirus at a weekend conference.
What?
They went to an event at Yale in Connecticut, and it was cut short when the university notified participants that a student from China had a cough and fever. They had taken him to the hospital. The student tested positive for influenza and has been isolated while they're trying to see if it's the coronavirus.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I accidentally watched a whole segment on that, and that was a big mistake.
On the coronavirus?
Kind of should have just, you know what, not even thought about it.
What did it say? Because, I mean, they're taking it seriously.
They were talking about how quickly it is spreading and how they're trying to block off and quarantine certain areas because they don't want it to get, further than where it's at. And then they're talking about how all it takes is a few people to go to a different area and then spread it that way.
It's a different time from the last time we had a, mass. And I know you always have pig flu, bird flu, all that kind of stuff. And maybe we're able to vaccinate a lot quicker and we're just better at understanding how to quarantine ourselves. But nobody's taking any chances, which to me sees a vulnerability here where you can just use hey, I think I was exposed to coronavirus, because they're saying these kids, they've got to sit out for 2 weeks because they were just at the same conference where there was a Chinese student that had the flu. They don't even know if it's coronavirus.
Wow.
So they get 2 weeks to just chill.
They said, too, some of the measures they're taking isn't that great. They're just stopping people at airports to check their temperature. And well, that's not...
Really?
Yeah. And they're even
Rectally?
saying that the incubation period can be a couple... You may not even know you have it for a few weeks.
Oh, no.
Yeah. That's why they're saying that these students at the Benjamin School, they got to sit out, according to the Centers for Disease Control. It can take up to 14 days for the virus to expose itself. So, yeah, you got to lay low. So if you want a 2 week, hey, I need to see, I'm not sure.
Now, what are the symptoms again? I heard it was a cough, a fever, and shortness of breath.
It's the same thing.
Is that real? Okay, that's everything. Everything gives you that.
That could be the worst disease ever or the common cold.
If all of a sudden today you kind of have a little cough, a little fever, a little shortness of breath, you're like, great, it's the coronavirus.
I was like, they're just checking temperatures? That's all they're doing?
Yeah. I guess that's what they got. I don't know how they find it. I think they've got to isolate you, and then they got to run tests.
More than 130 people have died.
Yeah.
6,000 cases have been confirmed in China.
So if you get it, is that an automatic death sentence, or are people battling back from it, or they don't know yet?
I think it's a luck of the draw. How quick do you get help and you get they put you in that isolation plastic bubble?
It was the wrong time also to watch that special on Netflix about epidemics. Oh my gosh, about all kinds of... They have a whole special on it.
Yeah, the thing that people really got to realize with this, and it's kind of interesting just how I guess this stuff gets caught up in the media and people start talking about it, and then everything you're hearing is about the coronavirus. But, Yeah, I mean, you're talking about 132 people globally. I mean, that's nothing. You know, you look at just the flu, and it's amazing just how many people die from the flu every single year.
Well, that's what the report I was watching, they were making it so over the top and scary music and oh my gosh.
Scary music.
It's all going down and it makes you think that, oh my gosh, if I go out in the backyard, I'm going to get this.
You know it's going down when they play the scary music.
Very scary music.
Yeah. Yeah, every single year, I mean, there are tens of thousands of people that die from the flu.
You're right. Don't get caught up in the hype.
Yeah. So, I mean, as of right now, what is it that you've got to worry about the coronavirus that's worse than just what the regular flu is? So, and some people are texting in, too, that, you know, right now the people that are dying are the ones with weakened immune systems and older people.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. So, that's not it.
Right,
But they're...
Yeah. Well, what's the cutoff?
Yeah, but I mean, you know, the media and the hype is real. Where if they even think you were in the same city with somebody that had coronavirus, they're like, hey, for 2 weeks, you stay home, and they insist on it.
Well, I remember when bird flu was running wild, they even had a song come out. They had a big campaign for bird flu.
Yes.
Is that going to happen for this?
I don't know. Coronavirus, you want to start writing it?
I think I have to.
What rhymes with Corona?
Corona the beer has got to be pissed.
Not much rhymes with Corona.
Yeah, somebody said, I work at Lowe's, and we have sold out of those surgical masks. And I thought I'd heard, too, I think I was reading something the other day where they're saying those things are, like, minimally effective. They really don't do anything at all.
Other than scare everybody around you.
Yeah, that's it. It just looks horrifying when somebody's got them on. But they say they were really, the article I was reading was really downplaying their effectiveness, unless you're talking about hand to mouth. That was the only thing they said it really prevented.
Even if you don't have anything, if you took one of those masks and walked by people, just started, like, fake coughing, people would lose their minds.
Sounds like a bit.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
Surgical mask and a video camera. We're ready to go, baby. Oh, yeah. All right, coming up here in just a couple of minutes, Super Bowl stuff is going on like crazy. In fact, the big events really start kicking off tonight. So I'll let you know here in a minute just what you can go see Super Bowl event. Also want to say thanks, too. People gave me some ideas for the new place to go check out, Cauliflower.
Oh.
Ooh, cauliflower and Corona. California Pizza Kitchen. A couple of people said their buffalo cauliflower has just the right amount of spice and shaved celery and blue cheese crumbles. It's amazing.
You're going to always hear me sing the praises of a CPK. They got underrated pizza.
Yeah.
I love their product. Don't be tricked up by the frozen food in the grocery store. Different company.
Yeah, it's not made by the
that.
same people that make the restaurant food. It does taste a little different in the frozen food section.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. That's a great
I
question.
don't know either, because when you put the name on it,
Yeah.
you think, oh, it's going to be the same as in the restaurant.
And you may think I'm not going to go to the restaurant because maybe I don't like California Pizza Kitchen after all.
And I kind of feel like Fridays does the same thing with their potato skins. Taste a little different than they do at the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like a lot different.
I felt that way about White Castles.
Amen, Fat
Yeah.
Kevin. Thank you for...
It's probably all different companies making it.
Yeah.
Dang.
It never is the same. You think you're getting the store-bought stuff, even sometimes the Taco Bell stuff. I'm like, it don't taste like Taco Bell when I take it home just it got the logo on it.
They had those frozen Cinnamon Toast Crunch balls or whatever. They didn't taste like Cinnamon Toast Crunch either. I don't
Never
know.
buy the hype, man. Don't buy the hype. Miller's Ale House, they say, has got some really good cauliflower stuff. And there's a parm-crusted cauliflower at Burton Max. They say is really good.
Ooh.
Parm crusted anything, I'm in.
Yeah. And somebody even said you should try the different color cauliflower. There's purple and orange, and they have different health advantages to each of them. So there you go.
That's somebody who really knows and loves about cauliflower right there.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's like the new hot thing now. I'm seeing it everywhere. So. Yeah, that's, I guess, part of what they do. They actually, the budget director said the county agreed to cover the hotel rooms as part of a $4 million contribution to the local Super Bowl effort. So they give them 4 total.
Okay.
And some people are like going, why are you paying for the hotels? I mean, you know, these are like billion-dollar owners. They're going to pay for their own hotels.
Well,
and
maybe it's the exchange of getting the Super Bowl.
that's just kind of it.
Yeah. You got to
I mean,
play the game.
When they come in, they throw a little bit of two, to be honest with you. You know, the NFL, they come in, and in fact, they kind of had this because, you know, they also find practice facilities for the team to practice this week. And University of Miami, they came in there and they checked out their practice facility, and they're like, this isn't good enough.
Really?
And they're like, you better do something about it. And they're like, what? And they're like, well, you know what? Never mind. We're going to go check out FIU or FAU. And they're like, no. Well, so the University of Miami put a whole new practice facility, a new field, just so the 49ers would practice there.
Wow.
I mean, they come into town, and it's like, oh, what can I do for you, sir?
Very high maintenance.
Oh, my gosh. They're throwing yeah.
But if they're flexing the muscle and getting what they want, that just shows you the power.
Yeah, I get it.
The Super Bowl has power.
There's so much money, but, I mean, don't you hate when you just feel like somebody's got you and they snap their fingers and they're like, you better, like,
welcome to life, Kevin.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thinking of so many people.
So many people got me.
IRS.
I hear so much snapping all day.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many people that make me do things I have to do.
My children snap the most.
I hear you. It just, it doesn't feel like it should happen, but unfortunately, still in this world, it does.
The man's gonna get you.
They're like, no, fix that field. Fix that field. Fix it. Yeah, if you want to go stalk the teams, the Chiefs are holding their practices at the Miami Dolphins facilities at Nova Southeastern, while the 49ers at the University of Miami's outdoor practice field. That's where that's going to be all going down. So that's some of the stuff that you do, because my family, we always love to go and stalk all the teams in their hotels and their practice facilities and all that stuff. We do that when the Orange Bowl's in town and stuff.
Back in the day when the Atlanta Braves were down here in West Palm Beach, they would stay at one of the Marriotts. I forget which Marriott, but you would stalk them at Embassy Suites, I think, off Singer Island. You'd go in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
I might be getting the hotels wrong, possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. But they would all come out. You'd see them in the lobby, get their autograph. It was very fun.
Oh, yeah.
If you love the team, it's a great moment.
Oh, no, it is. It's really cool to go out and do.
I did that when we were in Tennessee. I figured out where the Saints were playing because I saw the big buses pull up, and I'm like, holy crap, they're at the Omni. And so we were staying at the Homewood Suites right across the street. And I'm like, okay, they're at the Omni. I'm asking my brother-in-law, what time do you think their call time is? When do they have to leave the hotel to go to the stadium for a noon game? And my brother-in-law was like, I bet it's 8 o'clock. I was like, all right, I'm getting there at 8. Sure enough, it was 8:30. So I'm just in the lobby hanging out, waiting, and I saw like Cam Jordan, his full fur coat.
Yeah.
Drew Brees gave me a thumbs up with the thumb that he broke.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Was it all crooked?
It wasn't crooked.
Okay.
He was already using it back then.
You said the Braves was real bummed out people were there. They weren't that good back then. I mean, there's just a couple of them, I think, were partiers. They were just coming off a bender.
Oh, no.
They did not want to deal with little kids and autographs.
No, they don't, because it's weird, because I remember one time we were stalking the Buckeyes when Joey Bosa, he went to St. Thomas Aquinas in Fort Lauderdale, and he's there. They're here for the Orange Bowl, and they were staying in Hallandale Beach. And so we were staying there too, and we're kind of back by the pool area, and Joey Bosa's in the hot tub with another player from the Buckeyes.
Oh, it's perfect.
And my son Ken is maybe like 4 at the time, and he's like, hey, do you mind if he gets a photo? And Joey's like, yeah, sure. And he's a real nice dude. But my son Ken hops in the hot tub, and we got this photo. It looks so inappropriate. I mean, right now, if I want a blackmail photo of Joey Bosa, I'm gonna need $100,000 to make this photo go away.
I'm taking it to Twitter.
Looks like they're on a weird date.
The guy's just trying to relax.
He's just trying to hang out in the hot tub.
I was like, really?
I mean, he didn't want to say no to this little kid, but yeah, this is unfortunately what happens when you're nice as a player. You have people like the Rolstons completely take advantage of you. I was looking at some of the prices, and this is all fun because, we went to the NFL experience that they had at the Miami Beach Convention Center where the tickets were $20 for the adults, and that's the kind of stuff we're doing. We're going to hopefully check out the celebrity basketball game on Friday at Nova, and then we're doing the free event. So we're doing all the low-budget stuff. But I do like to see some of the stuff and exactly how much people are spending on the Super Bowl when you talk about the hotels and everything.
Oh, sure.
Well, I told you about the 4-day cruise. That's the one that takes you to the big party that is going to be happening with Post Malone 4-day cruise on top of it. You got a helicopter that takes you from the boat into the venue. $720,000 on that one. Wow. And then afterwards, and then it flies you to the game in the helicopter, and then you got like a post-game party you get to go to, and it's all VIP, and then you go to the Caribbean afterwards to the Bahamas for the rest of the week. Some of the other stuff that they have got that you can check out, if you want to do one of the packages to go to get game tickets, pregame party, you'll see the Darius Rucker Show, which actually is free outside the stadium, but I think you got a VIP access for that Darius Rucker Show that's going out.
Okay.
You also get to mingle with Dan Marino and Marcus Allen, other greats. That one is going to cost as much as $35,000.
Whoa.
If you want that package, that's $35,000 to do that. If you want to go to the Maxim Magazine party, which, by the way, I just got my credentials denied email last night. I couldn't even get media credentials to this party. That's how bad I am.
You got denied.
I'm like, denied?
As a member of the media.
I couldn't even believe it.
Why can't they just not say anything?
Yeah, no.
It's better if you like think, oh, well, maybe they didn't get my email.
No, they sent me a denied email saying I can't even go stand on the red carpet.
Who gets into that?
Huh?
What people in the media would get into that? Why couldn't you get that?
Because I'm too low budget.
You had a
They
sport.
were like, wait, didn't you get fired in Miami? No, we're good. We're good.
It probably has all, you're probably talking about your TMZs and all those are top tier and all the major networks and, anybody.
And they're like, hey, are you the guy that sports show that nobody listened to?
Whatever my credentials, they're so bad.
Aww.
I got denied for the press credentials to this party. If you want to go VIP to the Maxim party to see the Chainsmokers, they're performing at it, it is going to run you about $20,000. But
What?
you can do the private helicopter to that one for $65,000
What a deal.
with 11 friends. If you just want to watch the game at Pharrell's Swan Restaurant, I didn't even know he owned a restaurant in Miami. Swan Restaurant's the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you just want to go watch the game there, tables on the patio are going for a minimum of $10,000.
Holy crap.
Does everybody in this room make your 11?
Yes.
Okay.
You guys are definitely in my 11.
Thank goodness, because I'm not getting in otherwise.
Yeah, because if you deny him, and I mean, he's your friend, and he's on the show, he's the host.
Yeah, we gotta stay. We gotta keep this true.
The Shaquille O'Neal's Shaq's Funhouse. If you want the top package, which includes 20 tickets to the game, that is going to cost you $100,000. You get to hang out with Shaq, though. You get your own private security and 30 bottles of champagne.
Okay. 30 bottle. Oh, that's pretty good.
Why do you need your own private security?
I don't know, but it sounds cool.
If you're doing the Rob Gronkowski Gronk Beach party.
My girlfriend is going to this. So my girlfriend has helped me for the past 10 years with Stars Ball because it's Saturday night. That's the Gronk's party is Saturday night.
Yeah.
She's not helping me with Stars Ball because she's going to Gronk's party.
Well, I mean, if she's got good access,
She's going to the Gronk's party, not the Bronx party?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's like, sorry, peace.
If you get the package that has 20 game seats, it gets you table and bottle service afterwards. He'll even stop by your table for a chat. That package runs you $100,000.
How long's that chat for? Hey, how's it going? All right, see you later.
Yep, okay, cool. Hey, yep.
Hope you had fun.
$100,000.
Bye, loser.
Gosh. If you want to go for the One Hotel South Beach, they've got a $1.5 million package for 20 that includes airfare, game tickets, private butler, lodging at 10 oceanfront homes, private dinner, personal guru. What's a personal guru?
I don't know.
You only get that for a night?
But it sounds so awesome.
What? The cheapest package is $200,000 with 2 tickets on the 50-yard line and a stay at a 1-bedroom oceanfront home and field access after the game.
Okay, I want that guru in my life for at least a year.
That's a guru?
A guru knows everything. So it's just somebody who's like probably versed in Miami and the traffic and the restaurants and you should do this. Oh, no, you should go here. Oh, this line. No, you skip this line. Follow me.
What a waste of money. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, no, I kind of want a guru. If I could win a guru in a prize package, I'd be like, sweet.
Okay, so you really, that does speak to you, having a guru, huh?
Yeah, guru is just my game.
Okay, well, there you go. That's all the stuff that I can't afford with the Super Bowl.
This is 97.9 WRMF, Palm Beach.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in a second, so many people are talking about the Kobe Bryant helicopter crash still. But one of the things that I keep thinking about is how is his wife, Vanessa, coming up in a second. I have a little update for you on how she's doing and what she's saying through family and friends. Before we get into that, though, Billy Joel had his house broke into, Jay Bird.
I mean, how does the Piano Man get hit?
Did you see this?
I did not.
So the thugs trashed his motorbikes, broke in through a door, like a back door, and they took a few things, but more than taking stuff, they just started vandalizing stuff, like knocking over motorcycles and trashing an office that he had and just being jerks. It kind of sounds like it might have been kids, right?
I don't know. Do you know if he's going to get any of his items back? Heart attack, yeah. Sorry. I just slept.
I mean, aren't you a fan?
He's over here trying. I didn't say it was going to be good jokes, but I'm trying.
Sources say the Nassau County Police Department is looking into it, and they don't know exactly when it happened. They think it might have been Saturday night or Sunday night because Billy didn't notice it till Monday morning.
What?
How do you not notice your house has been vandalized for 3 days?
Is Billy back on the sauce again?
You may want to put down the bottle. Maybe he wasn't there. I don't know.
I mean, come on.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he didn't get home till Monday. In other news, a lot of people speculating about the next moves of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Well, Ryan Seacrest and Mark Cuban are commenting, and they said basically these two can write their own ticket. They could be as successful and wealthy as they want to be if they play their cards right. They have so much to offer and untapped potential, and they just got to get the right agents, and they got to get with the right entertainment companies and the specials and then the acting and then whatever they ever want to do, they could write their own ticket. And the speaking engagements and the book deals and Ryan Seacrest and Mark Cuban are no stranger to figuring out how to make money.
Right.
I think Meghan Markle and Prince Harry could definitely write their own ticket.
Yeah.
And if you want to check it out, The Royals in Crisis is a 1-hour special that delves into what exactly is going on in the royal family and with the whole Meghan and Harry and how the Queen is taking it. So that is going to be on Fox Wednesday at 8 p.m. So check that one out. Wednesday, February 5th at 8 p.m. Finally here, how is Vanessa Bryant holding it together? Sources say it has been extremely devastating for her and the whole family. She is completely devastated and can hardly keep it together, not even able to finish sentences without crying.
Oh, jeez.
But she is working very hard to pull it together for the other daughters. She now has to be the strong one for them. Now, luckily, she's surrounded by family and people that loved her and Kobe and has a very good support system. She's relying on her faith. I don't know if you even realize this, but before Kobe and his daughter got on that helicopter, they had gone to church that morning.
Yeah.
They were at an 8 o'clock mass before they even got on the helicopter.
Did communion and
they are really strong in their faith, and so Vanessa is relying on that faith. She met Kobe when she was 17, and they have been married since 2001. So that just tells you how intertwined their lives were, and I'm sure this is going to be the toughest thing she'll ever do.
I know it's been tough. It's amazing just to see. It's been 2 continuous days of tributes all over sports. ESPN has been wall to wall with it. NBA on TNT had Dwayne Wade and Shaq and a whole bunch of others just talking about everybody in tears. And you look at the Staples Center and just how many people have come out. It's absolutely amazing. In fact, they're talking about when they do Kobe Bryant's public memorial, that the Staples Center, where he played basketball for the Lakers, is likely not big enough.
Wow.
20,000 is what that holds. They're thinking about moving it to the Los Angeles Coliseum that holds 80,000. And then they have parks around the Coliseum to put even more people. They think 80,000+ people could come out for the Kobe Bryant Memorial.
Wow.
That's insane.
That is.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa is currently parenting, a 17-year-old daughter they shared, a 7-month-old daughter they shared. I mean, that is just crazy to think about that. A 7-month-old baby. She just had a baby.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple, things. There's some really touching things that have come out on social media because of it. I was telling you yesterday about the hashtag Mamba mentality. People are just talking about, your work ethic. The hashtag girl dad. Have you seen that? That's kind of been out there. It's, fathers taking pride in, because it used to be you got to have a son to carry on the legacy and he's going to be the athlete. And, now a lot of dads are saying, hey, look, I have all girls and I'm very proud to be a girl dad. And so they're taking photos with that. So there's, been the humanity that's come out of the tragedies. There have been some good stuff.
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day. Brought to you by Brew Bowl, the only Palm Beach County sanctioned Super Bowl beer party.
Yeah.
Kevin will be there as the official host of the beer party from the KVJ Show.
Yeah, absolutely. It's free. You're not going to get an email saying that you're rejected.
Well, the party's not free, but you're free.
Yes.
It's no extra for you. You'll be there, and I think some Dolphins players will be there.
Yeah.
The Vince Lombardi Trophy is going to be there.
Yep. Raekwon McMillan, Charles Harris, both Miami Dolphins linebackers going to be there. And they are dropping the price for a limited time if you use this special code. By listening to the KVJ Show, I'm going to save you $20 per ticket.
A code?
Yes, it's Beer 30. Beer 30. You just go to Fit Team Ballpark, all one word, fitteamballpark.com, Beer 30, and that'll get you $30 tickets.
Nice.
They're normally $50.
And that's what's going on.
Mm-hmm. Got some celebrities having a birthday today. Gotta say what up to Adam Lambert, I guess now lead singer for Queen.
Yeah.
He's 38.
They still pack it, man. They really have a huge audience. Anytime they play, it's always packed.
All those legacy bands do amazingly well. That's why Motley Crue had to blow up that fake whatever it was thing that they were coming back.
But the fact that they don't have the original lead singer and they're still able to do that, it's pretty remarkable.
No, it is. No, you're right. Well, Journey, look at them.
Yeah.
They don't have the original lead singer, and they're getting ready. They're touring again, selling out the arenas and amphitheaters. Sarah Gilbert, who was Darlene on Roseanne, and I guess is on the new version of the show, is 45 today. Oprah turned 66. I'm sure she's going to treat herself wonderful today.
I mean, what does Oprah do on her birthday?
I can only imagine.
At this point, haven't you seen it all?
Yeah.
You probably are like, oh my gosh.
What does an Oprah birthday consist of?
I buy everything I want for myself every day of the year. Like, birthday presents don't matter.
But she's been able to do that for so long.
I know. What's that like?
Tom Selleck, the original Magnum PI, is 75 today.
What's he doing on his birthday?
And probably not what Oprah is.
No.
Got to say happy birthday to Ingrid from Joshua, Brandon, and David. And that's Harold in Miami in the YouTube chat room. Thank you very much for that. Also, my husband Carlos, very happy 30th birthday from his wife Jenny, baby CJ, and their four-legged son Duke. Got a birthday shout out to Melissa from NIS. Says you're the best mom in the world. Said my mom's your number one fan. Not a day passes where she doesn't listen to you guys. That's very nice. Want to say a happy 19th birthday to Maya. Love you so much from Mom, Dad, JR, Javian, and Valerie. There is a photo of her there on KVJ TV. Got that. Also, happy 8th birthday to my beautiful daughter, Melania Lucia from Mommy Sissy Hercules and her papacito. Also, happy 7th birthday, Emma. Hope you have a great day. Love you so much, Mom and Dad. 16th birthday to Sager from your brother, mother, and father, Yeager, Nellie, and Todd. And happy birthday shout out to Christian Nichols, who turns 11 from Mom, Dad, and your brothers, Alexander and Matthew. Get your birthdays on the KVJ Show by sending us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail @kvjshow.com, and we will give you the hook up. Did you see this earthquake that hit yesterday and was apparently felt even in downtown Miami? They're evacuating buildings.
Yes.
This is insane. I mean, now do we have everything I mean, what are we exempt from here? Are we going to get blizzards next?
It's scary.
Mudslides? I mean, what does South Florida not get? I mean, we got the hurricanes. I thought that was the fair trade. We got flooding issues that we got to deal with. We got all kinds of animals and creatures that are going to take us out.
We have tornadoes. We do have teenagers down here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is not fair. You can't add earthquakes into the mix. I thought this is the one thing we're kind of exempt from.
If you add earthquakes in the mix, don't you kind of have to add tsunami in the mix as well? If you have a big enough
no
earthquake?
doubt. Yeah, no, I think that tsunami still just being as close to the coast is what we are. Tsunami is something you got to worry about. Remember, I was freaking you out about that shelf, if it ever falls into the ocean, is going to wipe us all out.
That's the one that scares me.
The Canary Islands, I think it is.
We think about that a lot.
The tsunami with that whole Canary Island thing.
Yeah.
Only because you said it's barely hanging on, right?
Well, the thing about it is, if there's any kind of like earth shaking, which is exactly what is going on right now in the Caribbean, they're saying that if this shelf breaks loose, it would slide down in the push of the water that it would do. I can't remember what it was, 50 miles inland, something like that?
I think, according to my numbers, we had to get to the acreage before we were safe.
Something like that.
But then again, I think I was wrong with my number. But we had to go out west.
That's horrifying.
Yeah. So, 7.7 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Cuba and Jamaica. It was centered 86 miles of northwest of Montego Bay, Jamaica, and 87 miles west-southwest of Cuba. They say that it was so powerful that it was felt in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, even West Palm Beach, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. People at Hard Rock Stadium, they're saying, okay, is this going to affect the Super Bowl at all? They were saying, we didn't feel anything. And I didn't hear anybody talking about it. Did anybody feel anything at all?
I didn't, but I saw social media in Miami talking about it.
Okay.
It is weird.
And they were saying they felt it?
Yeah, there was some building evacuations in Miami because some buildings started shaking.
Saw that.
So, I don't know. It's a little close for comfort. And how far is this Canary Island shelf from this area where the epicenter of the earthquake was? I mean, we're having earthquakes in Puerto Rico, earthquakes in Cuba. Like, how far are these from the Canary Islands, and where are they going to hit next?
I don't know, Virginia.
Kev, not to throw you off, but was I supposed to release the Minions yet for Weird Wednesday, or were you just kind of teasing it?
Yeah, you can go ahead and release them if that's what you need to do to get them on the streets.
Did you want me to? Okay, all right. Llama 1, please get in position. Llama 1, release. The die has been casted.
Okay, thank you. Somebody would remind us too. Not only do we have the hurricanes and everything else going on, but we also have snowbirds. And honestly, in a way, that does add an element of
fear.
Yeah.
Danger.
Yeah.
Not paying attention on the road because you can't see over the wheel.
Think about if a tornado came down upon us and you were in traffic and there were snowbirds around you. It makes it more dangerous.
You're right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, checking in from around South Florida, Penelope, she said, I did not feel anything on Los Olas yesterday. So, Fort Lauderdale, she's saying, when they're telling us that they felt stuff, okay, who felt it? I didn't feel it. Sometimes
it'll be, like, remember me and you were in San Francisco one time, Kevin, for a radio conference. And I was sitting on the bed, and I felt it, but you were, like, out and about walking around somewhere, and you didn't feel it.
Yeah.
I think if you're perfectly still and you're just, like, having a moment, and it's tiny like it was when we were in San Francisco, you feel it because you're very aware of it. But if you're out like pounding beers and at the fish market or whatever, you're not going to notice.
I guess.
Because you're falling yourself.
Yeah, you're walking around. You're not in an environment where you're going to see it and feel it.
I've been through 4 earthquakes now, and I've only noticed one of them.
That's okay. You don't notice much around you sometimes.
You're not the most observant guy, but that's okay.
Honestly, that is a true stat.
You have other strengths,
Oh, wouldn't you rather have it that way? Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Do you want to know the earth is crumbling? No.
Whatever. I don't know if it really, I'd be like, oh, well, what am I going to do?
What would scare you more, being in a major earthquake or a major tornado? Which one could you get through mentally better?
I think that the earthquake is better. I like my odds with an earthquake. I feel a little bit more equipped.
Me too. You're going to go through it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm taking the earthquake every day.
Huh.
Yeah.
I take the teenades.
I'm not surprised. You always pick wrong. Bless your heart.
I ain't got
Dead man walking.
Ain't got the strength to fight with you.
Yeah, checking in a little bit. Yeah, from down south, though, some people definitely did notice it. Somebody said that the Miami Speedway Tower was swaying from the earthquake. Someone else said my husband in Coconut Grove felt it. So apparently they got it in the Grove. You could feel it there. Said most of the buildings in Miami that felt it were like 47 stories. So,
can you imagine being up 47 stories and you're like, wait a minute, the building is moving.
Oh,
yeah.
That's one of my biggest fears.
Yeah,
being
so
in a building and feeling it
you had to
sway.
be above the 47th floor
hell
to
no.
really feel that one.
I mean, that is
Oh my
that's making my
gosh.
butt feel weird.
If you're up there, Jason, things have gone so wrong.
I mean, a swaying building?
Just that you're up there.
Well, I'm wondering because I know in California they have a lot of codes on the buildings that go up there. Do they have the same thing in downtown Miami? I know they have them for hurricanes. Do they have codes for earthquakes too, or do they be like, we don't get earthquakes?
They've got to, right?
I don't know, but I now kind of want to know before I go, jumping up to the 49th floor of some, building in Brickell.
They've got to have building codes that are for everybody, right?
We did think of that, right? Did anybody know? We did think of that?
Denny's! Are we know we're set up for hurricane code. Are we set up for earthquake code?
Yeah.
I don't think we are set up for earthquake code. I
Damn
know
it,
I know they updated everything for the hurricanes after the 04-05 storms.
It's like you got to get hit by something before you actually start making a building code.
Well, I don't know if we've had the issue before really with the earthquake, so there's probably no reason to really build the. But our buildings aren't that tall either. I know a lot of the bigger buildings in big cities are designed to sway with the wind and to sway with that type of.
Okay, so just go with it then.
Yeah.
You'll be fine if you're,
On floor 47?
on the 80th floor.
Gosh. Could you think of anything more terrifying?
No.
One Brickell, just go with it.
What are the chances of us getting a tsunami, Denny's?
Well, so if we had a sizable earthquake that was close enough, you could get a tsunami here.
I think tsunamis are another ocean, aren't they?
So yeah,
How does that work? Are
whatever
they the same
term.
thing? Yeah, because somebody was trying to say that tsunamis happen in certain places.
You're talking about like a
hurricanes.
tidal wave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, guys. We're talking about whatever.
A big
whatever
wave that takes us all out.
Yeah,
Call it
tsunami,
what you want.
tidal wave, tomato.
What is it, Suits?
Yeah, I think that person's thinking of a typhoon. Is the
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Yeah, I saw that comment. I'm like, what are they talking about?
A tsunami is like an underwater current that comes from an earthquake, and it moves fairly quick. And then when it gets to shore, it just floods onto shore because it has so much speed to it.
But if that Canary Shelf collapses, we could get a tsunami.
If it's close enough, yeah.
Aren't you kind of regretting ever bringing that canary stuff up to us?
Yeah,
Because you told us that back
We think
11
about
years
it a lot.
Yeah.
I think about it a lot.
You told us 3 stations ago.
I know, right? Yeah, you're right.
We've been fired 3 times since then.
Somebody said, yeah, my office around Dadeland Mall shook and was evacuated yesterday. Okay. Somebody said, I felt it in the parent pickup line at Marathon High School in the Keys for a good 30 seconds. I thought something was wrong with my car.
The Keys definitely were talking on social media about feeling it.
Okay, but was it so shaky to the point where
She thought something was wrong with her car.
But that can happen anywhere. I mean,
Your car's shaking?
My car shakes all the time. Always feel this
Well,
nervous.
because your car broke down.
Somebody texted in too and said that to answer your question, the buildings are not built for earthquake here. They're just built to withstand hurricanes.
Great. So Denny's was wrong.
That's what somebody's saying because of the water table. Think about that. It's why we don't have basements when they do those other. They're putting a foundation that goes pretty low and they have shock absorbers in the base of the building.
How high do we have to get up when the tsunami's coming from the Canary Shelf?
Well, we got no
thing?
hill. What are you running up?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if there's a tall building in
Hey, so we get a
Tequesta.
tsunami and an earthquake. The earthquake's going to knock down the building and the tsunami's going to wash you away.
I'm scared of heights, y'all. I think the tsunami's going to get me. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's it. So, yeah, apparently even some people were saying they felt it as far north as Boca. So that seems about where so far people were saying they stopped feeling the earthquake yesterday.
Are you believing the people that are texting that? Or are they want to be part of this earthquake madness?
I believe it. I believe it all.
Yeah, I mean, people aren't going to lie.
Yeah, people never lie on social media.
Kevin, I felt it in Vero.
Oh my gosh, Kevin.
I know I felt it.
So I live in Jacksonville, and yeah, we felt it quiver.
This one I don't know if I believe, but somebody texted and said my boyfriend is an iron worker, and he says that buildings in Florida should be made with enough wiggle room to sway in case of emergency. So if you're in that tall building and the earthquake hits, you can turn to this guy and be going, we should be okay.
Oh my gosh, buildings moving sounds like the end of the world to me. When you're on that high and it's going back and forth.
I can't.
Mm-hmm. And somebody else said my daughter is at the University of Miami, and she did not feel it, but went straight to panic mode when she heard there was a tsunami warning and evacuations. Yeah, see, that's what gets you.
Was there a tsunami warning?
I don't know.
A tsunami warning?
I think when they have earthquakes, they always kind of have that. It kind of goes hand in hand with it.
I got a couple calls from family members. They're calling me to calm them down. Guys, you got the wrong one.
You got the wrong guy.
You got the wrong Pennington.
Uh-huh. Okay. Also, yeah, some people in the Cayman Islands, they felt it. Also, Montego Bay, some people signing off from over there right now listening to the show that they said they felt it. And it was, they got rocked. It was a pretty good shaking for them. So, yeah. I saw that today. I'm like, well, what? This is not fair.
So, some people, I'm just saying, are not buying the whole, I felt it in Boca. Some people aren't buying that.
Really? Okay. They're saying not, huh? I don't think everybody felt it no matter where they are. Like I said, I could be at the epicenter and I'm not going to notice.
That's true. He was in San Francisco and didn't know.
I was in the Northridge quake. It's kind of a big one.
He was at the beach. He's like, it's great here.
Yeah, I came back. I thought they were punking me. I'm like, you went a long way to like try to convince me there's an earthquake. They turned on the TV. I was like, wow, there was an earthquake. All right, coming up here in a couple minutes, we've got the Minions out for Weird Wednesday. In fact, Marlon is on here from Coral Springs. Believes that they've seen one of our Minions here for Weird Wednesday. Marlon, where are you and what do you think you see?
Yes, how you doing, guys? I love the show. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm in Coral Springs area here, Parkland area. I drove by pretty quick, but it looked like it was a 49 zombie player playing cornhole.
A 49ers
zombie
doing cornhole. That's busy.
That's busy. So 49ers.
It sounds like your work.
It's confusing. It's long. It's tough to say. That's me.
Yeah, it's confusing. Okay. Yeah, you got a pattern. That's good. Okay.
Yeah, Leslie, who did a Weird Wednesday for us last month. She's got a Jerry Rice jersey. She's a zombie and she's playing cornhole.
Nice job, Leslie.
Okay.
Talk about a quick spotting.
That was pretty good.
That was quick.
He spotted her in like a minute.
Yep. All right, well, we've got some tickets for you, Marlon. You get to go check out the official South Florida Super Bowl Beer Fest at 15 Ballpark at the Palm Beaches on Saturday. Okay, bud?
Thank you very much, guys.
You are very welcome. Okay.
Nice eyes.
Do you want to send out the call for Llama 2?
I can do it if you need.
Yeah, let's do it. My voice is going out.
All right, Llama 2. I repeat, Llama 2.
All right, it's rough.
Okay, yeah.
That's rough.
Released.
Llama 2, you're released. I'm so sorry to the audience you had to hear that.
All right, coming up here on the KVJ Show, we're bringing back a game we have not played for a while. Read My Lips is next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
All right, time for a classic. Read My Lips. Okay, what we do here, it's all about your partner and getting on the same page. My partner is Virginia. Jaybird, your partner is Denny's.
Okay, I like it. Old versus new.
Mm-hmm.
Old versus older.
Yeah, it's true.
Now, what you got here is a perfect score is 3. So you've got 3 separate rounds. 30 seconds is what you got to try to get the phrase correct.
And you're going to mouth it, right?
I can do that, yeah. So Denny's will hold up behind you what the phrase is. I'll be mouthing. Virginia, you have got headphones on. They're going to be blasting some other music so you cannot hear what I'm saying. If people are going, all I should just do is listen.
Not too loud, Denny's. I got sensitive ears, all right?
If me and Sweet Denny's beats y'all, Virginia's got to give us a grilled cheese party tomorrow during the show.
You would make me cook you a grilled cheese party while I'm on quick weight loss and I can't have any?
Yeah, please. I said, and you,
torturous.
Whatever you want to throw at me.
Dirty dog.
I'll cook you whatever you're eating, like broccoli balls, whatever you're into these days.
Broccoli don't have balls.
Okay.
All right. Fair.
All right.
Let's make sure we win, Virginia.
All right.
Okay. First round here. 30 seconds on the clock. You are going to try to read my lips. I'll move my microphone so you can see it. Okay, here we go. Our 30 seconds in round 1 begins
that's loud.
now. Okay. Super Bowl party.
Super Bowl party.
Oh, Vicious V. Yes.
They're
Yes.
good. They're good, man. Gosh, I do not want to make broccoli balls tomorrow.
I'd prefer just a little chicken breast.
All right. Whatever health crap you guys are into
Yeah,
today.
it's got to be like so boring,
It's
no
gotta be-
flavor.
And Kevin's has got to be plant-based.
Yeah, no smiles, just sad food.
I like to see how well you make broccoli balls.
They're going to be terrible. In fact, the punishment really is going to be on for you guys.
Can you outsource it?
I can do that.
Okay, here we go. Round 2 of Read My Lips. Virginia's trying to read my lips. All right, perfect score is 3.
You need chapstick, sweet cheeks. You good?
I think I'm good. I
Okay.
mean, round 1, why change that? You got it in
True.
like 2 seconds.
You can't fix perfection.
Okay, our 30 seconds in round 2 starts right now. Plant-based diet. Plant-based.
Plant-based diet?
Oh.
Dennis, we gotta go perfect score.
Virginia has gotten better with time.
I want a grilled cheese party tomorrow.
Wow. I don't know if I see that happening. Virginia's on fire today. Okay, going for a perfect score here.
We are in the zone, Ralston.
Here we go. 3rd and final round. You're in the zone. Stay in it. Okay, here we go. Round 3 begins now. Jamaican earthquake. Jamaican.
Chippendale's earthquake?
Jamaican.
Charmin?
Jamaican. Jamaican.
Jumping earthquake?
Jamaican. Jamaican. Jamaican.
Jumpy? Jaybirds jumpy?
Jamaican.
Chappy?
Jamaican.
Jeez, how long's that clock?
30 seconds.
Jamaican earthquake.
Jamaican earthquake.
That was a little bit of...
I think you said Sherman earthquake at one point.
Charmin earthquake, I think she said.
Who's giving the clues?
So I will be giving the clues, and Bird's going to be trying to guess them. I already got
love
him
it.
plugged into the loud music here.
Yes.
Hey, baby, come on.
Do you want me to show him to you? Because he's going to see him if you hold him.
No, how would you used to do it?
I usually just
Yeah.
I keep it down here, and I look at it.
I'm too tired to even understand how this game plays. So whatever you want to do.
Well, I mean, if he sees
Yeah.
what's in your lap,
Yeah,
then
it's
the
true.
fix
Yeah,
is
can,
in.
yeah, can you give him to Virginia? Give him to Virginia.
Whatever
and she'll
we can
hold him up
do-
behind Jay Bird's head.
Whatever we can do to make our own earthquake in here, not talk. Or verbal tsunami.
For the record, I stood behind him last time, so.
Okay. I believe Denny's is giving and Jay Bird's receiving here.
Oh, yes.
Just like on the weekends.
That's not true. We switch it up constantly. We love each other.
Okay. All right.
We each give.
It's reciprocal.
Yeah,
Okay.
totally.
All right. That's good to know.
Yeah.
It's good to
All
know.
right, hey, blast me with the music.
Okay. Jay Bird's wearing headphones. He's going to try to read Denny's lips. You got 30 seconds per round. Virginia and I got 2 out of 3. A perfect score beats us, though. So, but you definitely don't want to mess up.
Okay,
Round 1.
make your lips go a little bit quicker.
All right.
All right.
That's what she said.
All right. Here we go.
All right, tone it down.
30 seconds on the clock. Your time begins now.
Fried fair foods.
Food fight party.
Fried fair foods.
Friday fearing food.
Fried
Fried
fair
beard.
fair
Fried
fair foods.
Fried
Fair.
fair foods.
You.
Party, grilled cheese party.
Okay.
That was good.
All right, that was good, man.
good.
It's real
1
good.
for 1.
Feels good.
All right, let's see how you do. Round 2, read my lips. Your time begins now.
Spicy chicken wings.
Spicy
Chicken
enchilada.
wings.
Wet.
Spicy
Spicy
chicken
chicken
wings.
wings.
You.
Oh!
grilled cheese party. Yeah.
Very nice.
It's
They've tied it.
They showed up.
I need this. I want this. I want it bad, baby. I want it hard.
Everyone said they would lay up. They showed up.
Yeah. Were they saying that?
We used to be terrible at this.
Yes.
Okay, let's see if they can
Let's get this
make
last
it
one.
3-4-3.
If I get 3, I'm jumping on you. Just be prepared.
All right, I'm ready for it.
It's
I'm
gonna
ready
be big.
Okay, here you go.
It's not going to be that big.
Your 30 seconds begin now.
Jaybird's broken laptop. Jaybird's.
Bert.
Jaybird's.
Bert.
Jaybird.
Sham.
Jaybird.
Shamby.
Jaybird.
Jaybird.
Broken.
Jaybird.
Broken.
Blow.
Broken. Broken.
Jaybird.
Broken.
Jaybird.
Broken.
Broken.
Laptop.
Laptop.
Yeah, Jaybird's broken laptop. Oh, jeez.
Wow.
We did
Look
it.
at that.
Grilled cheese party.
Yeah.
Grilled cheese party.
And
baby.
again, with your celebration, Denny's is giving and you're receiving.
What is that move called?
Wow. Okay, there you go.
Nice job.
Grilled cheese party going down tomorrow, and the first win of the new season goes to Bird and Denny's in Read My Lips.
Drama, drama, you got drama and you gotta tell all. You love to complain about your pain. Hey, you're Facebook fishing. Facebook fishing.
Well, years ago, we created the name Facebook Fishing because we were going on social media early in the days and noticing that people would just be on there fishing for attention. They just wanted some kind of sympathy or validation. They're like going, it just really got to be sad at some point with what people were doing. And it's still going on. People do it. Alan apparently must do it a lot on Facebook, and he is getting called out by Bob here. But this has got an interesting little M. Night Shyamalan twist, as Jaybird would say.
Okay.
I'll play the role of Alan. Denny's, you play the role of Jody. Virginia, you're Bob. And Jaybird, I'm going to have you be Jake.
Okay.
Bob's jaded, right? He's just...
Yeah,
he's
Bob's had it. Yeah,
Okay.
because Alan's a bit of a Facebook fisher.
Okay.
And what they do is they put up those cryptic posts, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But apparently a lot of people that follow Alan have had it with Alan. Here's how it all went down. Here is Alan's post. Please pray for my family. Really need prayers right now.
Here comes Jody. What's wrong, Alan?
I'll tell you what's wrong. Alan just wants attention. This is like the 4th or 5th please pray for my family post that he's put up in like the last month or so.
Be nice, Bob. You don't know what he's going through.
None of us know what he's going through because he never posts what the problem is.
Here comes Jake. He's so full of crap. I'm thinking about unfollowing him so I don't have to read this stuff anymore.
I'm sorry if you think I'm just making stuff up. I really just need prayers for my family.
Whatever, Alan.
Okay, I will pray that you stop acting like this.
Alan, I wish you would just let us know so we could be more specific with our prayers. Nothing wrong.
Okay. Well, I really didn't want to air this out on Facebook, but I don't like being called a liar either, so here's what's going on. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer on the 2nd. Then on the 14th, my wife lost her job, and I was on her insurance. And today, my dad fell and broke his hip.
Well, okay. Praying for you now.
Me too.
Praying for Jake and Bob because I think they're going to hell. So sorry, Alan.
So there you go. If you have one of those Facebook fishers, every now and then they actually may need legitimate prayers. You never know. So. All right, we've got our carnies all set up here. One of them is a legit carnival worker. One of them is not. We got to try to figure out exactly who it is here with a series of questions. I want to welcome our first carny here, Barnum. Hello, Barnum.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. How you doing, Barnum?
I'm doing pretty good.
Okay, and Bailey is our second carny here. How you doing, Bailey?
Hi, KVJ.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So either Barnum or Bailey legitimately used to work for a carnival, fitting being the last weekend of the South Florida Fair. My first question for you is, what were your tasks? What exactly did you work, and how long were you a carnival worker, Barnum?
I didn't last that long. I was only in the carnival for 6 months, and I was working on some rides. I started out as a ride assistant. Like they showed me how to do the ride, but I never got up to being in charge of a ride.
Okay. Yeah, you got to put in some time then, apparently. 6 months is not enough.
Well,
how about you?
It's climbing the ladder, Kev.
Yeah, it is. That's right, seniority.
So you said circus, right? Do the circus usually have rides?
Carnival.
A carnival.
Carnival.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
It's carnival. All right, no, sorry.
Are you okay?
No.
No, I'm not. Bailey, how about you?
So I was okay. There's a delay.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Is that better?
No one's shocked.
Is that better?
Hello.
Hello?
A little bit.
Okay. How about... boy.
Are you hearing other stuff, or is it just us on a delay?
No, it's my voice coming back at me.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounds
I can
even
hear
better.
That. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Do we know how to fix this, Denny's?
Yes, go home.
No, we should go to the fair.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah. Can you... how is it? Is it got any better, Bailey?
Hello.
Okay. Hold on. We'll do our usual. We start off this bit every week, and then we have to take a break to fix our phones.
And then we go to commercial, and then Kevin gets a little impatient.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So hang on. We'll try to figure out what's going on with our phones again for the 8,000th day in a row, and we'll come back with who is legit next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Okay. Going to see if we can get some clarity here with Barnum and Bailey. We were talking to Bailey a second ago. All right, Bailey, you hearing us okay?
Hi, Kevin.
Hello. Okay, so we're good. Yeah, we were asking the question of Barnum a second ago. We're trying to find who is the legit carny here. He had said that he had worked on a ride for about 6 months. He was the ride assistant. What about you? What is it that you supposedly did with the carnival, Bailey?
So I was a carny brat. So I was like 11 or 12 when I traveled with my mom. And I worked on a lot of the games, like that infamous basketball game that everybody hates.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Balloon darts.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the midway games I used to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bailey was a midway game operator. Okay. All right, Virginia, do you have a question for Barnum and Bailey to find out which one is the legit carny here?
I do. I had to actually try to answer this because my kids asked me this.
Okay.
When we were at the fair the other day, pulling in, you see all these trailers set up, and people, I think, live in them. I think the carnival workers live in the trailers, and they travel around from town to town. So what were your living arrangements like when you worked for the carnival?
Okay. We'll ask you, Barnum, what were your arrangements?
So I got into it with my uncle, and I followed him around in his fifth-wheel trailer.
Okay. Followed his uncle. Okay. And what about you, Bailey? What were your living arrangements?
So we started out in hotels and motels until we saved enough money and we actually got a trailer ourselves. And we pulled the trailer all over from South Florida. And that year I traveled, we went all the way to Minnesota in that little trailer.
Okay. All right, Jaber, we're going to switch it up. And just to challenge Bailey here, we're going to ask her first. What is your question for Bailey, our supposed carny worker here?
And everyone should know this if you're in the carny biz. Basically standard. Just
Okay.
tell me how many inches you must be to ride on the Ferris wheel. Everyone knows this answer if you're in that world.
Ooh, okay. What say you, Bailey?
So I was younger, and I haven't been in the fair in years, so I honestly don't remember. I think it was 48 inches. I want to say 48 or 54.
Okay.
Interesting answer, Bailey.
And what say you here, Barnum?
how many tickets the fair wheel was?
No, how many inches must you be to ride the Ferris wheel? Everyone knows this in the industry.
Oh, it's 42 on your own, and under that, it's with a parent.
Okay.
Got to be at least 36.
Okay. All right, I think I got my answer as well, who the legit carny is. I am betting everything on Barnum, that the first person that we were talking to, that I think he is the legit carny. Virginia, do you think it was Barnum or Bailey? Barnum was who we had on first.
I know the difference between Barnum and Bailey.
Okay.
But I am not as confident as you. I don't think I know which one is the real. They both sounded real at points to me. I'm thinking it's Bailey.
You think Bailey is the legit carny? Jaber, what do you think?
I'm betting my face and Virginia. It's Bailey. It's definitely it's the woman.
Bailey.
Yeah, without a doubt.
She's the legit carnival worker.
She is the legit.
Bailey, are you a legit carnival worker?
I guess Jason can keep his face today.
Yeah.
You were.
She answered she got the Ferris wheel question. He did not. He was so off on his Ferris wheel question.
Really?
Yeah, she actually nailed it.
That's what did it.
Yeah.
Wow, congratulations. I was completely baffled on that one.
I thought they both did great.
They did. They both did
did.
Good job, guys.
All around. Had me fooled there, Barnum. Very nice. So, Barnum, you got the hookup, and we'll get you something nice as well. Bailey, thank you very much for coming on Who is Legit today.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, very nice. If you've got an interesting past, something that you've done that we could use for Who is Legit, always looking for your emails, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com. Now, I thought this was kind of an interesting story, too, that we got an email from Jeff, and I want to see if there's anybody else that has had to go through what he did. The title of the email is, "You ever pay a bribe?" So he tells this story in this email. He said, "My two best friends and I just returned from our annual guys trip, this time to Cancun. While going through customs, my friend Mike admitted he was bringing cigars into the country. Apparently, that gives them the right to search your luggage.
Oh.
So they asked him how much cash he was carrying, and he told them $2,000. Then, when they opened his suitcase, they spotted a small bottle of CBD oil. The official looks at Mike and said, 'We got a problem here. I'm required to call the cops.'
What?
Mike asked, 'What do you mean?' He said, 'Yeah, it's just protocol.' He said, 'You're probably going to be detained for 24 hours. Mike's like, 'What?' I tried to interject that CBD oil is legal, but they ordered me out of the area. So when my friend told him he was about to start a vacation, the Mexican official said, 'Well, what do you suggest?' Mike said, 'Okay, how about I give you $200? The guard told him to put it discreetly between his two bags. The guard then slowly took it and waved him on. He was shaken down by the Mexican government.
Wow. That's crazy.
I've even heard that there is a standard list of bribes. Like, if this happens to you in Mexico, you should expect to pay this amount. If this happens to you in Mexico, expect to pay that amount, because that's just common currency in the way they do things in Mexico, is paying off officials and
bribes. It's like a tip. It's like you tipping a bellman.
Right. But they can ruin or wreck your trip if you do not oblige them with a little bit extra cash.
I mean, do you even start to argue, or once you realize you're in that situation, do you accept the fact that you have to go ahead and just give them the bribe to get out of that situation?
I think that was it. And he said part of the problem was, Jeff put it in the postscript, is he's like, I have a feeling because he mentioned legitimately how much money he had. I wonder if he would have said, oh, I got enough for a meal, or I don't have any money, or something like that. If he would, because he told him I got $2,000. So they're like,
we'll get 10%.
Right. So I'm just kind of curious if anybody else has ever had to pay a bribe. Where were you? What did you have to pay it for?
And is 10% the going rate?
Yeah. Okay, so have you ever had to pay a bribe? Interesting email that we got from Jeff talking about his trip to Cancun, Mexico, and his buddy had some CBD oil, and he had to pay basically $200 before he was able to be waived on. If not, they were going to detain him for 24 hours.
Ronaldo in the chat room, and I kind of agree with him. He said, I'm surprised you only wanted $200. You probably got off easy. I mean, I would pay whatever I had to pay to get out of that situation.
Yeah. There's apparently a bunch of people that have kind of had to do that. Somebody said, yeah, I was on a Carnival cruise, and when we came back to Miami, I had a gram of weed on me, and I got busted, and I had to pay $500 cash to get out of it. Otherwise, Miami police were taking me to jail. So maybe even in Miami, are you paying people off?
Is there an amount where you just say, okay, I'm just going to go to jail? If it's past $5,000, do you accept that you're going to the clink?
I wonder if it's a certain amount or if it's just whatever they got to take with you. Jason in our chat room said, I carry cash every day I was driving in Mexico because if the police stopped you, regardless of the issue, you had to pay to get released.
Is there a number Is there a number where you say, I'm not paying, and you just go to jail, Virginia? Over under $5,000?
I mean, yeah, I don't think I can slide anything more than $1,000.
And you would do it, you'd pay it.
I think up to $1,000, I would kind of be so scared I would pay it. But then over that, I just don't have it.
Take me away.
You can't get it from me because don't have the money in my account.
And they probably do it to where it's realistic because most people don't have that kind of money. So they'll probably go, I want a couple $100 because most people will have that.
Right.
Dang, yeah, there's a lot of people that have done this. Lucas said, I paid a bribe of roughly $30 to a Peruvian road officer for them to stop threatening to give me a $200 ticket and keep me from retaining my passport. Yeah, that's what they do, especially when they know you're a tourist. So they know how much they can jack with you or at least make you believe that they can jack with you.
I mean, $20 at that point, just get in your head that you went out for a meal that you didn't like.
You're right.
Just accept it.
You're right.
What are you going to do, fight it?
You can't fight for $20, y'all.
I don't think you can fight for $200. I think if you're detained like that.
Lisa said, my friend got caught urinating in public. We had to bring money to the jail, not for the bail, but to bribe the cops.
Wow.
And Rachel Lee said, OMG, in South Africa, I was with a local friend driving from a bar to Johannesburg, and we got pulled over, and I paid $100 not to end up in jail for being slightly intoxicated. She said, yeah, it's normal here.
Wow.
Gosh, that would get me.
See, yeah, that makes me not want to travel.
Ever, yeah.
I mean, I get scared because I get intoxicated.
Right. You'd always have to keep your bearings about you, and I think you'd have to know places where you're realistically going to find yourself having to pay a bribe.
Even in some counties here in the States, there are some places where you don't want to get pulled over by the wrong side of the law.
You're right.
I'm talking backwoods. We make our own rules.
And
here.
it may be about bribes, too, everywhere. Lewis said, we got stopped in Colombia by the cops. They were going to give us the equivalent of a $250 ticket, so we gave them $20. And they're like, okay, you're good.
Wow.
So they're just getting lunch money.
They are. If they collect that from everybody, they're like, sweet.
Oh, if you do that to 20 tourists a day?
Somebody said this has been happening forever. My grandfather lived overseas in Colombia, and one summer my dad took over a television for as a gift because in those days electronics were hard to come by and very expensive. He ended up paying like $300 to get it past the airport workers in customs. They were like, you can't bring that. He's like, okay, what if I gave you $300? Could I bring it? Yep, go ahead.
Wow.
I wonder, are there times where when they say, all right, well, let's talk then. Do you have to set the price or do they set the price? Do you set it real low at first? I'll give you $5.
Yeah, do they negotiate back with you?
I mean, how does that work?
Because I'd be all about starting at $5.
$5? No. $1,000. What?
What? Yeah, Thomas said, I've been shook down twice in Mexico. Second time, the cop told me I was drinking and driving and I needed $300. But they had conveniently set up this roadblock right by an ATM. So they're pulling people over, and then people are going right up to the ATM, taking money out, feeding them money, feeding them money, feeding them money.
See,
that was their whole racket.
There's the deterrent to travel there. I mean, come on.
Gosh.
That's tough. That's really tough.
That is pretty crazy.
Unless you just accept it and you're like, okay, I know I'm probably going to get shook down for a few $100 and I worked that into my budget, but it just feels wrong.
Yeah, I guess it's just, it's probably a big part of how they make their money. Somebody said in a text here, said, don't forget in some foreign countries, our money is worth a whole lot more to them. So, where it's only $20 or $30 for us, it could be a week's salary for them.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Yep. Got Catherine on here from Boca. Yes, what did you want to say, Catherine, about paying bribes and getting shook down?
Yeah, so I used to live in Arizona my whole life, and so every time you cross the border, they have firefighters there for donations. And if you don't donate money to them, 2 miles down the road, you'll get pulled over and have to pay $200.
Whoa.
Every time.
Really?
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got pulled over on an ATV for speeding in Rocky Point. I had to pay $500.
Whoa.
How about that? So that's just in Arizona. So.
Well, no, in Mexico. So the closest beach in Arizona is go to Rocky Point, Mexico. It's 3 hours.
Oh,
away.
Okay. And so by the time you, so they, okay.
Every time they've been there, you got to pay $200 to $500.
Wow.
Yeah, Mexico just makes their own rules, and I think they make them up as they go.
Remember when I was gonna go?
I know, and I'm so glad you didn't. Kevin's been talking about going. Can we please talk him out of it?
It is the year of real adventure.
But the thing for me is I'm going with real legit Mexicans, and they, it's his mom's house, and this guy knows the ins and outs. And,
All right, but you're not going to be traveling to and from, like, say, the airport by yourself?
No, no, I'm going to be going with them. And this is a guy that I actually was in Jerusalem with that I was telling you that was so good in the markets.
Yeah.
That can haggle and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I do not. And he's a very large man.
Okay.
Like, I don't see us getting, he's as large as Mexicans make them.
I'll need to interview him briefly before I'm allowed to give you the permission to travel from the KVJ show.
So she can really annoy him right before the road trip.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. Somebody said all the islands law enforcement do that. The shakedown and the bribes. They're all on the take. Turks and Caicos, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Haiti, Jamaica, Bahamas. Really?
Singer Island?
Peanut.
Yeah.
They're all on the take, Kev.
You ever got shook down on Munyon? Oh, they don't play.
Yeah, so to me, what you really want to know is, how much you might need and what you need to do and how you handle it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there are some other stories where somebody's like, I'm not paying your bribe. And then they spent their entire Mexican vacation in some jail. And
well, I can see a Buzz, Virginia in the beginning.
I'm not paying.
I didn't do nothing.
I'm 14 margaritas in.
It starts off as a $50 kind of a fine.
Yeah.
And then it ends up being like $5,000.
And a lot of people were like Lucas saying, I've been to Mexico 5 times and I've never once had to pay a bribe. I don't know where these people are going. I don't know. They probably didn't know where they were going either.
I think it's luck of the draw, Lucas. You got lucky. Now stop bragging.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, if you could brag that 6th time you go to Mexico, it may not work out for you.
You could be in trouble. They're going to hear it.
Yes, exactly. So there you go. Some interesting stuff. Got something that you would like to share with us? You can 877-979-WRMF. You can text it into the KVJ Show.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow.
Well, I guess if you don't know your way around a boat, maybe this is how this happens. There's a guy in Orlando that put 30 gallons of gas into the wrong part of a boat. He pulled his 18-foot boat into a 7-Eleven and pumped the gas directly into the boat's fishing pole holder.
Okay, he may have been drinking.
Oh my gosh, they had to call out a hazmat team. They had to siphon most of the gas out of the boat.
I mean, that is rough.
Oh my gosh.
But can't you see how it could happen?
Totally.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess you gotta know your way around.
I was on a baseball team where the baseball coach put diesel in a bus you weren't supposed to put in there, and we ended up breaking down.
Oh,
he put the wrong whatever the wrong gas
He
was.
flipped it.
Oh yeah, we didn't make that game.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And some other squirrely stuff happening here in Florida. A woman in Winter Springs has been arrested for driving a getaway car for her 15-year-old son who had just robbed a convenience store at gunpoint. I mean, my parents only took me to Little League games.
I mean, talk about the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Wow.
These two.
Mama was his getaway driver. And a guy in St. Pete was running from the cops, and he tried to carjack a getaway car. Unfortunately, it was an undercover cop inside.
Don't.
He needed this 15-year-old's mom.
Yeah, he did.
We just put them together. You've been all right. The cops in England had to rescue a car thief on Sunday night who somehow got trapped inside the Ford Focus he'd stolen.
I feel like I could get out of a Focus.
I know. How do you get locked in a Focus?
I feel like I could definitely get out.
The cops had to smash the window to rescue him, and then they arrested him for car theft and being a dummy.
Big dummy.
A guy in Vermont got busted on Friday night for trying to drive up a ski slope at a ski park.
Oh.
Needless to say, it's not easy to drive your car up a ski slope.
Yeah, what about if there's skiers on it, too? You could kill somebody.
That's a
dummy.
all new level of difficulty, isn't it? Yes, he was arrested for drunk driving on top of it. Police are now looking for a guy who was touching himself on the subway in New York. And not only was that eye-catching, but he was also shaving his beard with a knife.
At the same time? 'Cause
Yes.
That is like...
Don't accidentally get those hands switched up.
That's
No, you're right.
That's kind of like...
Oh, my God. I severed my peen.
Yeah, and I jerked my beard.
Not as fun.
Oh, jeez. How crazy is this? That whole thing that Popeyes did with their chicken sandwiches?
Yes.
They say it's now kicked off a shortage of little chickens.
Aw.
Apparently, the chains all want the smaller chickens for their perfect-sized breasts. And now the prices of smaller chicken breasts are triple the cost of the larger breasts.
I've been saying this in my aquaplastic surgery spots. Smaller breasts are in.
Yes.
Not just on girls, but on sandwiches.
With sandwiches and all the such.
Dang, look at that.
Right. So there you go, Virginia. You know exactly what you're talking about. And that's your whacked out news. Every state apparently has their own favorite on what they like to eat for the Super Bowl. In the state of Florida, they say buffalo chicken dip is the most popular Super Bowl food.
Oh, my friend Carrie makes a buffalo chicken dip that is so delicious.
That stuff is so ruined for me forever because I would say about 18 years ago, I was at a Super Bowl party. No, not Super Bowl party. It was a birthday party. And this really, really hot girl was eating it by the ton. And then within 30 minutes, she threw it all up in front of everybody. And it just was, she had it in her hair. I mean, she was in it, baby.
Did you make out with her?
Maybe. No, no, I really did not.
Okay. Yeah, they say other places like 7-layer dip, 1 in 7 states. The buffalo chicken dip that we love, 1 in 6. Blue cheese dip, 1 3. Beer cheese dip, 1 2. And lobster dip and hot cheese dip, both 1 1.
Beer cheese is good. I love beer cheese, but sometimes they go too extra either on the beer or the cheese and the balance is off.
You're right.
It's a fine line, my friend.
You're right. It needs to have more cheese than beer.
I agree.
Don't give me a beer cheese that tastes too beery.
Well, it's not like you're going to eat that and get a buzz. You're not.
No.
So now you just have crappy beer cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want some.
It's good, isn't it?
That buffalo chicken dip, if you're making it, the wetter, the better. Don't let it get dry, baby.
A question.
Yeah.
For that grilled cheese party that you have to make for tomorrow.
That's right. I owe you a grilled cheese party.
Could you make grilled cheese and then on the side a beer cheese to dip it in? Oh, Fat Kevin. I mean,
It's good, huh?
That's a living.
You put in more food orders over here?
I can make you a dipper.
Oh, I mean, it's only going to do you right because I'll be over here, oh my gosh, Virginia's the best cook ever. It'll be compliments galore for you.
So it's going to work out for her.
All right, we'll make you a dip.
Fat Kevin, you want any of this on Super Bowl week?
Super Bowl week is, there might be a few times where I might just dabble a little bit. And that might be one of the times where I would dabble.
Will you eat one of his grilled cheeses dipped in cheese tomorrow?
Cheese and cheese.
I didn't really think of it that way. But yeah.
Why don't we just deep fry it after that?
Mama, this is the sexiest thing you've ever said to me.
Yeah. Well, they say that all the food and everything else that you're going to be checking out at the stadium, there's going to be even some different food going on. You know, that's the one thing that they've tried to do at Marlins Park. I know even they've done better at Hard Rock Stadium where they've tried to kind of put a little bit of the South Florida ethnic flair on the menu items that you get.
Yes.
And it's not going to be any different at the Super Bowl. Some of the stuff that you can get if you're like on the concourse, the regular people, you can check out an 18-inch Cubano sandwich, shrimp and lobster tail cocktail, barbecue pork nachos, and a plant-based vegan burger.
You can keep the last two.
They're also going to be offering up some specialty cocktails like a Bacardi Mojito and a Miami Rita. So that's some of the stuff that's going to be on the concessions
How
menu.
is your food topics making my mouth water? And I'm so full right now.
He just ate about 4 pounds of hummus from Boar's Head.
And you're gearing back up for more.
Oh, baby, you're hitting the right buttons.
Okay. If you're in the club level at the Super Bowl, you can get an 18-inch Key West hot dog.
18 inches?
That's crazy, huh?
You're going to have to get...
Now, does it hang off both ends of the bun, or do they make the bun 18 inches?
I would imagine that it's going to be an 18-inch bun.
You might need a partner to attack that thing.
I don't.
I know you don't. I've seen her do her work on a hot dog.
You're all over it,
It's not pretty.
No, it's in fact...
I get the job done.
It's not pretty. It's quite gross.
They've got a stone crab claw cocktail, seafood paella, French macaroons, and gourmet bonbons. That's in the club level of Hard Rock Stadium on Sunday.
That's pretty high end.
A bonbon. My mom and Ann used to eat bonbons, but they had the kind. It was an ice cream chocolate ball with ice cream in it. That's what it is, right?
Yeah, some of them have ice cream, but you can have just a candy bonbon too.
Oh, they were. Do you remember those when they were bonbons?
I do.
The ice cream balls.
I do.
Gosh, Kevin, we gotta stop talking.
You're just getting hungrier.
He is working himself into a frenzy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I had basically was an appetizer. I'm on my first course.
And the exclusive suite level is going to feature all kinds of Caribbean-style mojo porchetta, Isla Morada chicken pops, oysters, and delicious desserts. So if you're in the exclusive seats at Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh, oysters sound great.
Not your thing, huh?
I love oysters. Lots of butter and Parmesan. Oh, so good.
Today we have had a Super Bowl-themed Weird Wednesday going on. And we have got a sighting, I believe, of a possible third minion. This is Chelsea in Boynton Beach. Hello, Chelsea.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Okay, you think you see something weird out there as you're driving around today. What do you see and where?
Yeah. You know, I just dropped my kids off at preschool, and I saw the demon Tom Brady.
The what is it?
Tom Brady dressed as a demon?
Basically, Tom Brady dressed as a demon with a football and I think a ukulele.
Because that makes sense.
By it pretty quickly.
We got that's yes.
That's it.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is from our KVJ Nationer. Son of a biscuit, I can't find her name.
Oh,
she's new on the Weird Wednesday team. Give me about 3 minutes, Kev. I'll get her name.
What are we supposed to do for 3 minutes?
Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, well, Chelsea, congratulations for starting our minion today. We're going to hook you up with tickets to go to the official South Florida Super Bowl Beer Fest at 15 Ballpark at the Palm Beaches. You can join me on Saturday along with Miami Dolphins linebackers Raekwon McMillan and Charles Harris, okay?
Awesome. Thank you so much. I love you guys.
We love you.
Jamie is our new Weird Wednesday.
There she is.
What?
Kind of.
You might want to just send me home for the last half an hour, Coach.
Think so?
Well, Jamie's never coming back. She's offended.
For first and last.
Kind of enjoying you, actually. Might keep you here. Well, there's lots of great concerts that are going to be going on. Just kind of like looking down the list. We are going to be out there Thursday night with Smash Mouth and West Palm Beach. You've still got concerts coming up with DJ Khaled, Guns N' Roses. You've got Post Malone. You've got Pitbull. You got Chris Brown. You got Migos. You've got Lady Gaga, Zach Brown Band. My gosh, it's just on. And even a concert by Lizzo here in South Florida this week. Lizzo, she is going to be in Miami for the Super Bowl after just walking the Grammy stage the other night. You can check her out tomorrow night. She's going to be doing that free show at the Fillmore Miami Beach. And then on Friday, she is going to be with Harry Styles and DJ Mark Ronson at the Pepsi Zero Sugar Bowl Super Party. It's going to be at the Meridian Island in Miami. So she's got 2 concerts she's going to be doing here in South Florida before it's all said and done. There is a lot of big stuff that is going to be going on here for the Super Bowl. Lots of parties and also lots of problems. I was telling you yesterday how back in 1999, that Atlanta Falcons player, he got the Bart Starr Trophy that awarded him for his character and honesty.
Yes.
And for being a good Christian gentleman in the NFL. And then within 24 hours, he's arrested soliciting a hooker on Biscayne Bay Boulevard.
Well, Jesus talked to hookers, so he wasn't soliciting them, but he was trying to, like, comfort and help them.
Sure, I think that was just going a little bit, farther than...
How do we know he wasn't comforting and helping?
Well, the undercover cop, he tried to offer specific amounts of money for specific acts is what let them believe that was solicitation.
Doesn't that story kind of remind you of the Earl Manigault story?
No, I don't know who that is.
Who the hell is Earl Manigault?
I thought me and you had
Is he a man? Is he a goat? I don't know.
The basketball player. That wasn't me and you that had that convo? The heart about Earl Manigault? Never mind.
You need to sleep, baby.
I need to sleep.
Earl Manigault.
Who the hell is now? I gotta look up Earl Manigault.
Oh, it's a tale, my friend.
Is that a real person?
About what?
Absolutely.
Who's Earl Manigault? Now I gotta know.
Basketball player from back in the day, was unbelievable. Was supposed to be one of the best, then all of a sudden fell into drugs and was really on his way to do something wonderful, and then his whole it's too much.
They died?
Was the nickname the Goat?
I don't know if it was. I know Earl Manigault. Is anybody backing me up on this?
Is it Earl Manigault?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Earl Manigault. I always heard him say Manigault.
Can't wait for that Netflix special.
They already have a movie about. I can't believe you don't know him.
He passed away?
I don't want to give away any of the details.
Oh.
It's a real story. He's a real person.
Okay.
It's kind of like what... I clearly have lost the room. Without a doubt, the audience.
Yeah, I saw this. They said that more NFL players are arrested in Miami than any other city in the U.S.
Wow.
Yeah. Since 2000, at least 60 active NFL players were arrested or cited in the Miami metro area, with only a third of those playing for the Dolphins. So, yeah, basically when people get to Miami, they lose it. Antrell Roll, who used to play for the U, he went on to win a Super Bowl with the New York Giants. He said, guys come down here, they just lose their mind. He said the women, the free access, you have wherever you want to go. People just take you around. They're just giving you money to throw out. He said, and then you start having the cocktails. He said, you don't have just 1, 2, 3. You have like 6, 7, 8. You're belligerent. Yeah, that's just it. He said they just, even being in the NFL, as much as you get being an NFL player, he said even these guys aren't used to it. And they come down to Miami and they're just like, it's just like, whoa, what do I do? It's kind of crazy.
Normally, like, you go out and maybe you see like a few girls that are a 10. In Miami, that's the norm.
Yeah.
When you're out, like, all these girls are a 10.
Too.
And they're like, oh my gosh.
I don't know if you can trust a 10. 10's that's a hard game. A 10, that's so much work and pressure.
You sound so old.
Good.
Good.
I like being old.
You know who else is old? Earl Manigault.
Oh, he ain't having no more birthdays. He's dead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, make fun of that great story. Google it. I'm telling you that movie.
I'm just have to shut you up.
Find us Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Oh, yeah, baby. Here we go. We are getting into a very busy weekend's going to be going on here with the Super Bowl happening and all the events going to be going on. Very excited. Tomorrow night, we are going to be heading out to the official Super Bowl party for West Palm Beach. It is the Super Clematis by night. They've got all the NFL events and activities that your kids can partake in. And they've also got some really cool stuff that you can check out, including the free Smash Mouth show. It's going to be at 7:30. So it's going to be going on. So lots of good stuff.
Are we able to interview Smash Mouth? Can our Big Mouth interview Smash Mouth? I think we all know who our Big Mouth is.
They are doing a meet and greet. I know we gave away those tickets earlier, so who knows? Might be very possible.
I'm just saying that so I could do that Big Mouth joke.
Worth it.
So worth it.
Worth it.
Nailed it.
They are doing some prop bets. You guys know what a prop bet is? You know, you can bet on the game and all kinds of different stuff as far as like the score, who's going to win. They do all kinds of stuff. When you start breaking it down, it could be like, is anyone going to run a kickback?
Or is like the national anthem going to go over 2 minutes?
Is somebody going to be seen picking their nose on TV?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Well, they've got some other prop bets as well Now, a prop bet is a wager made on whether something's going to happen or not happen that won't directly affect the outcome of the game, so it doesn't have anything to do with it, but it's just something for fun you might want to put some money on. Like, will J-Lo or Shakira be caught lip-syncing? What do you think?
You should
hope not.
Tonight, that's the night to go live, baby.
And it's the main stage. I mean, you better work it out.
Yeah, I would say I would not take money on that. Yes is plus 700. No is minus 1,500 if you want to lay a bet on that. Will Jennifer Lopez show butt cleavage during the halftime show?
Yes, you'll see a slight bit of coin slot.
Okay,
Just a
so
slight.
you think you'll see the top part?
Just the top.
I would say no again, but I think you're going to see most of it. I just don't think you'll see that part of it. I'm going to go no on that.
Yeah, I'm going to go no as well. I think it'll be skin tight, but no crackage.
Yes is plus 500. No is minus 1,000. Will Shakira and Jennifer Lopez twerk during the halftime show?
Twerk, no.
Okay.
But dance where you get butterflies in your stomach, yes.
I'm going to say Shakira does.
Yeah, I think they twerk.
Well, now is what she does that hips don't lie kind of thing. Is that twerking? Because that's kind of like more of the doing that little thing.
It's a side to side. I think she'll do the up and down. I think she'll change it up.
She'll do it all.
Yeah, I think it's the Super Bowl, baby.
You know,
I mean, if you're not going to bring it out for the Super Bowl, when are you going to bring it out?
I have such a crush on Shakira.
Yes, plus 160 and no, minus 230.
His wings will not be boneless.
I've always loved her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They got an email from the good folks. I think it was at Jungle Island. They said that she usually comes by.
Really?
Yes. So they said expect a Shakira sighting there.
Oh.
If you want to check her out. She'll probably be with her husband or her family.
Underneath your clothes. That's kind of how she sings.
How many times will Alex Rodriguez be shown during the halftime show?
I'm going to go 4.
You're going to go 4? Okay, they're doing their bet at 1/2. So, will he or will he not be shown? I think it will be shown at least once. So I would take the over on that.
I think 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay,
They'll
everybody's taking
show
the
him
over on
twice while J-Lo's up there, and then one other time sitting in his box suite.
Well, plus he's a Miami boy, too.
that. Yeah.
So they may give him some extra love.
Yeah, he's going to be in there some part. He might even be part of the show. Who knows?
You're right.
How many times will Donald Trump tweet on Super Bowl Sunday? The over is 13.5.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I don't know how much he regularly tweets.
I don't
they
know
talk
either.
about him a lot, but that's some of the prop bets that are out there. The After the Show podcast is going to be coming up live in about 10-15 minutes. You can watch it on YouTube. It's also on demand anytime you want, or listen to the KVJ Show on regular podcast apps. Easy to find on your smartphone. If you got an iPhone, it's purple. It says podcast. You'll get the show without music and commercials, and you get the bonus After the Show podcast that you don't hear on the radio. That is going to be coming up. Before we get to that, Jaybird, if you would wrap up today with your thought.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody who's asking about Chewy. I'm going to find out what's wrong with him in the next hour or so. So thank you for asking about him.
But he's still at the vet, right?
Oh, he's at the emergency hospital, yeah. So we'll find out.
Okay.
Happiness is to be found along the way, not at the end of the road.
Oh,
That's right, yeah.
The journey,
Don't
baby.
wait for the destination. That's right.
You know how you hear people on the radio and you're like, I wonder what they look like when they're saying that. I wish I could see them. Well, you can. We're right there on youtube.com/KVJ Show.